Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the auction today at 137 Wantirna Road here in Ringwood. On behalf of the team at Ray White and our vendors, it's an absolute pleasure to be your auctioneer today. Quite simply, today the auction will take three parts. The first, a reading of the contracts. The second, a brief description of the home. And the third and final part, we hand it over to you for your competitive bidding. We find out today who's going to be the lucky new owner here at Wantirna Road. And certainly wonderful, a solid investment here for many years to come, ladies and gentlemen. Only a stone's throw to everything you need. Aquanation, Eastland, Eastlink, it's all here, ladies and gentlemen. Great schools, a lovely community vibe as well, and you've just got that absolute appeal with all the amenities being so close by. Ladies and gentlemen, the auction will quite simply take three parts, as I mentioned. The first being the particulars of sales. The vendor's estate agent is Ray White, Forest Hill, located at 27 Marnie's Road, Forest Hill. We are looking to sell the property today. It's described in our certificate of title, volume 10254, folio 363, being lot 1 on plan of subdivision 345137. Ladies and gentlemen, better known to you and I as 137 Wantirna Road here in Ringwood. We do sell today via a public auction whereby a 10% deposit will be required upon signing of the contracts, and the remainder of money due and payable in 30 to 60 days. That'll take place. The settlement will give you vacant possession at that time, and you're free to move in or potentially rent the property out. The auction will be conducted in accordance with the rules and any additional conditions that have been made available for inspection prior to the start of today's auction. The auction rules prohibit an auctioneer from accepting bids or offers on the property once it's been knocked down to the successful buyer. Therefore, subject to meeting our vendor's reserve price, I'll announce the property on the market, indicating we sell to the highest bidder on the day. And ladies and gentlemen, we'll then take the 10% deposit and the remainder of money due in 30 to 60 days. Quite simply, the vendors do have a reserve price. By law, I won't be taking any bids after we've knocked down the property. I can make vendor bids, ladies and gentlemen. Quite simply, the words I'll be using will be vendor bid. Only I, as the auctioneer, can make a bid on behalf of our clients as well. Ladies and gentlemen, very simple. Is there any questions regarding the legalities or formalities of today's auction? Fantastic, I wouldn't think so, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going to walk you through the home. It certainly is a muchly dearly loved property. Character weatherboard. I think today, ladies and gentlemen, let's be honest, what are we talking here? We're talking about position. We're talking about the future prospects of what you can do here. Over 500 square metres of land, ladies and gentlemen. Nice corner block as well. Certainly, what starts to go through my mind is what can I do with the land in the years to come? The home has still got plenty of life left in it. The land will be here in 10 or 20 years' time. For the long-term investor, that's certainly what's underpinning the value of this property. Potential subdivisions, no doubt that's going through your mind, and I certainly would expect that to be supported by local council as well, subject to obviously your own planning and design. Ladies and gentlemen, if you'd like to bid and buy today, quite simply raise your hand, call out your bid. I wish each and every one of you the best of luck here today at Wantirna Road. Who'd like to get things started off? I'm in your hands, happy to start things off wherever you like. Quite simple, ladies and gentlemen, opening bid or offer, being quoting well in excess of $700,000. Happy to start things off at 7 if you like. 7, maybe mid-7s. Your opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, you let me know what you'd like to do. Vendors are inside, they'd love to make a decision today, they'd love to sell the property. For that to happen, quite simply, all I need is a mere bid from you, and we're off and running. I'll kick things off at $750,000, then at $750, vendor bid with me now. I send it back to you, your way, ladies and gentlemen. 25 in the rise from here if you'd like, at $750,000. Certainly have had plenty of interest prior to today's auction. Today's the day where you get to speak, ladies and gentlemen. At $750, then your opportunity, potentially a latecomer, someone pulling up at the moment at $750,000. Let me just check if that's XJ. At $750. First time at $750. Second call at $750. Third time at $750,000. Final call, last opportunity there at $750. $750, need to know if we're going to get into it, Michael. At $750, welcome man. What do you think? 25,000 on top if you like. At $750. Any interest from here? Okay. Sure. at 750. At 750,000, ladies and gentlemen. Never too late to have a look and do your research. Third and final time. I'll go 775, then no bid then. I'll send it back to you to round me off to 800 if you'd like. At 775,000. Properties in the area selling well north of here. At 775. Here we are today, ladies and gentlemen, 137 Wantirna Road in Ringwood. At 775,000. I send it to you for 800. What do we say? First call at 775. Second time at 775. Third time at 775. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we'll make one further then to a bid at 800,000. That'll create a benchmark for any discussions post-auction. At 800 then bids with me. Your opportunity now. Speak now or never at 800. Need to know if that lady's going to come back, Michael. At 800,000, that'll be a quick decision. 30-second inspection with a bid. I've seen crazier though. At 800 then now. 800,000. First, second, third time. All done, all silent. Then at 800,000, at 800. You can stand right next to me if you like. That'd be a wonderful auction. At 800 then. 800,000. Final call. Last time. Ladies and gentlemen, at that point in time, I'm going to hold the property over. We'll certainly leave that at $800,000. If you do have any further interest in the property, that'll be our benchmark for further negotiations at 800,000. Unless we're going to see something quickly here. Michael, we all done, all quiet there. What do we think? At 800, I'll welcome you in, ma'am, if you'd like. They're our highest bidder today. At 800. Final call. Last opportunity there at 800. At 800 then. Need to know quickly at 800,000. We all done, all silent. At 800,000. Certainly screams good value there at 800. Come with me for 5 if you like, man. Or maybe something strong for 10. All quiet there, Michael. Well, ladies and gentlemen, $800,000. Going to pass the property in there, and we'll certainly have a discussion with those interested parties post-auction. Thanks very much. Have a wonderful weekend, and take care on the roads. Thank you.